So I posted a video of me carving a Santa from a rough out, and then I posted a video of me doing a cottonwood bark just from a piece of bark, no pattern, no nothing. Another way that I do stuff is like if I'm going to do a realistic piece and want everything worked out ahead of time, I'll work it out in clay. And somebody on Facebook kept saying, hey, do a pirate, do a pirate. Well, I don't think myself as a pirate type of guy, but I just had this idea of like a pirate head, and you can see him. So I worked him up in clay. I wanted it to be realistic. Did this kind of like he's coming out of the ocean, and it's isn't totally finished. Still working on it a little bit. But anyway, I made the pattern out of this, out of clay, and let's see if you can get a. There's his face. He's got 3 pistols. Got one here and one behind there and one there. Sword and long hair. Some stuff back here needs some work on, but this is supposed to be water coming up. Anyway, that's the pattern that I use, and then I just got a block of wood, and I've got a pointer system that I work where I can mount this on a piece of wood and get the pointers just right and say I point to this area, and then I carve it down to that in wood, or point to his chin. I carve that and get a bunch of spots where I know exactly where they're at, and then I carve it out of wood. And I did that one out of, or this one out of butternut. And there he is. And I'll try to get some other pictures of this and post. Man, the grain in it, I just love butternut. Butternut's a pretty wood, and the grain in this piece, the way it worked out, I just really like that. I like the base just about as much as the top part of the carving, but even in his arms there, you can see the grain. It just, butternut has a pretty grain. But that's how the final wood carving turned out. Mounted it on a piece of walnut and had a little, some kind of stone. I can't remember if that was marble or granite. Anyway, what I'd say is like I fancied this one up. But I'll try to get some pictures and post to that where you can have a little bit better view. But this is the way that I carved that one. Got a pattern that I made in clay and then just did it in wood. I may even see about casting it in bronze. I never thought that my first bronze piece would be a pirate, but who knows? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, that's just how I worked on that. So that's 3 different ways that I work through carving. One's just no pattern at all, like the cottonwood bark. I do use rough outs, some from other people, some of my own. And then I'll do this where it's realistic and I'll pattern it out. I also have another Santa coming that I've a different pattern that I've worked out in clay. Just because if you start with wood, get something wrong, you have to destroy the whole piece. So that's the purpose for this. And if it's good enough, you can cast it in bronze, and I'll see about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, as they always say. Helps the algorithm, they also say. Here's the block of butternut with most of it roughed out. Here's where the little spot on the chin is where I pointed it to. Carve everything behind that. Again, just more of the excess removed. Different angle, but the hat's cut down. A lot of the base is cut away. There's the piece finished and sanded down but not painted. There's the clay piece with the pointer system. I adjust those pointers and point to something on the clay. There's the base. Man, the grain in that's just, man, I just really like that. Another part of the base. And there's the final piece with paint on it but no wax, and the wax kind of toned it down just a tad.